Thank you, Ducky. You are literally my savior every time. Yeah, I've got a button I have to click, and the thing is unmuted now. Hi, Ducky. How are you? I'm gonna start my warm ups and be embarrassed over here. I'm really hoping you can hear me. I did turn on the mic. Okay. Whew. Okay, you responded. I'm okay. So the last stream that I did, I set it up to be transferred over to YouTube, and then it was supposed to go up today, and it did. It went up. So, yay, that's a good thing. That worked. However, I don't know if somebody just like watched it because it had one view. So I don't know if somebody like watched it and then like hated on it or what, but there's a community violation against it for nudity. And that's really strange because I even went back to the picture that I had made of our little chubby farmer, good old boy, and there's nothing. I didn't even draw nips on him. So I don't know why I have that community violation for my first video on YouTube. It was very strange. So I'm appealing that, and hopefully that's going to, go away soon. But yeah, so that's that, and then on top of that, I have been like working on art pieces. I actually decided to redo a character again because I realized that they were kind of out of my wheelhouse. The type of character I was trying to write for. So I got that work to do soon. But I've actually started drawing on my comic, which is a positive. So I'm excited about that. Ducky, I think you're probably hitting something. I may have said something in there that maybe it got upsetty spaghetti about, or I was looking at the actual video itself, and there's two links there. And in one of the links, it's like, hey, we're not showing this link, but it showed the other one. And so I wonder if it's that one of those links, it's reading as like sexual, which there's nothing sexual on there or nudity related. I don't know where they got nudity from. I really don't. But I agree with you. Hopefully the appeal goes through. I don't know how appeals work through YouTube. I assume that it's just another algorithm. I don't know if somebody actually physically looks at things. But I didn't get a strike because you get 3 strikes on YouTube. So I didn't get a strike, but I've got a warning, which is like the first step to getting a strike. I'm starting this whole YouTube journey real easy or real well. I don't know, man. But that's been my been some drama for today. It really wasn't dramatic. Like I saw it and I was like, that's weird. Can I fix this? So it wasn't like anything I got like upsetty spaghetti about, but it's funny to me. I'm gonna start my circles now. I did go back and make sure that my farmer boy did not have, like, anything that I could have made him look indecent in. And there was no dinglings, no nipples, no nothing. So, whatever. How did your test go, or have you found out? I know that when I took my or attempted to take my one accounting class, everything was kind of online, so it was a quick response time. But, I don't know if that's the same for everybody. Do. I did get my first subscriber on my YouTube, which was really nice. Oh, yay! Yay! I'm very proud of you. Go you. Um, One of my friends, I was telling them about, the drama that happened today with the YouTubes, and they were like, "Hey, what's your YouTube?" They haven't watched my stuff, so it does nothing for me, but it was very sweet of them, and I adore them for it. And that's just the type of person they are. Um, Working on surrounding myself with more people like that. Hmm. Let's see. I had a story I wanted to go into. Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you. You're too sweet, Ducky. Okay, anybody who watches this afterwards needs to go like Ducky's stuff and follow them on Tumblr because they are absolutely a wonderful being. But I'm trying to think of a story to talk about because I have a shit ton of things that have happened in my life that I can put on these YouTube videos, or not YouTube, but Twitch streams. And I don't really know how to fill the space just yet, especially while I'm drawing. It's actually a skill to build up to talk while drawing, because generally I go into like a Zen state, and it's really interesting. So I can go into a Zen state where I can listen to like people talking while I draw. But if I try to do that, like listen to people talking while I'm writing something, I can't do it. I have to go listen to something with no lyrics, no people talking at all. And I just think that's a really cool thing that our brain does. It's something else that's like a further addition to that is when I'm driving and I'm extremely stressed, and say it's raining outside, so that's creating some noise. There's always road noise, or let's say I've also got music on. If I've got all of that stuff going on and I'm very stressed while driving, say I don't know where I'm at and I'm following a GPS and all of that jazz, I have to turn the music down. My brain just requires, I guess, more space to be able to comprehend what my situation is and, try to stay as safe while on the roads as possible. So my brain will go, turn down the music. And so I'll be like, while trying to, listen to GPS and whatever else is going on. And I just find that to be really cool, but also really weird. That's how our brain, or how my brain works. I don't know if other people's brains work like this. When I was in college, I wanted to go in originally for theater, and then I ended up going in for psychology, and very much loved psychology. But man, if you want a complex, just sit there and go to psychology classes. I love them. That's 70. I don't want it that high. Cool. So right now, what I'm going to do is I have some poses here, and I want to see if I can get the general movement. And I remember in high school when I did art, one of the things they would have us do is we would draw little squiggles, and it'd have to be quick, and we would try to like get the pose of whatever is going on. And that was how we composed the basic idea of a body outline. And I'm having trouble currently with getting my eye to, I guess, be better at just looking at lines. I'm trying to do, I guess, too many things at once, or I just don't have enough practice looking at lines anymore, which is understandable. I've just been working on this digital art thing for, I don't know, about a month now, maybe a little over a month. And I'm finally getting the hang of things again. But I really want to get to where I can just read lines. And that's like reading a language to an extent. There's a whole language to, I guess not language, but like there's a whole thing with studying and just looking at lines as lines rather than, oh, is this line attached to an arm? Well, what is the general shape of an arm? Which is something that I'm doing. That's why right now my shapes look very like this rather than, because see right here, I'm trying to draw the natural bow that comes with an arm. So what I'm trying, well, that's definitely not it. But see, all arms kind of have this natural bow. So I'm just trying to draw what I think the line should look like rather than what the line is. And that's what I'm trying to retrain my eyes to do. And we will see if I ever get better at that. But the only way to attempt to get better is to do it. So we're going to come over here and do it. And then, Ducky, if you're still around, or if anybody else ends up joining in the chat, which that's my next goal when it comes to like Twitch and all of these different platforms, is figuring out how to actually garner audiences on here. Because, yay, I'm doing the thing now. I'm very proud of myself for doing so. But if I don't have anybody watching me, it doesn't do a whole lot for the goals that I have. So that's actually one of my homework things for tonight. All right, so we got a head, we got a neck, we got a perky shoulder. It's not as perky as I want it. I need it to be like more like this. Okay, we're gonna exaggerate some things, and then kind of a sultry shoulder here, and then chest. I also saw, because I'm obviously trying to like learn different techniques, try them out, see if there's any that work for me. And there's a method for drawing art that's called the shrimp method. It's funny. There's another method that's obviously very similar to this one, and it's about the point of the shrimp method is to kind of be shocking to get you to notice it. And then the other part is it's supposed to help you with the flow of your art. There's a particular word and I cannot remember it right now. But so in some art spaces, they tell you to draw an S or Z. And And that's how you get like dynamic art. So you would draw the head up here, the torso here, the legs doing some weird shit here, and it gives you, you know, some form of I don't know who stands like this, but some form of like active movement shape, right? Well, there's one that's called the shrimp. And I just laughed because I had never heard of it before. And the idea is that you want the torso and the back end to be in different locations so that you're forced to draw in a more movement based style. I love it. I want to learn it just because of its name. Which I think, you know, is great because that means that it is doing its job. And I've always been a sucker for like weird name things. Yeah. One of my favorite shows, and that's a huge leg. One of my favorite shows that I actually got to direct in high school was called The Complete Works of Shakespeare Abridged, which doesn't sound funny until you realize that means that every one of his shows has been shortened to create a 2-hour play. It's also meant to be an improv-esque play where you're meant to, oh no, wrong leg. I was looking at the wrong leg. Where you're meant to like change different parts of it for each town or city or wherever the show is performed. The other part is it's meant to be performed in the traditional form, which means you're meant to have 3 male actors. And there are plenty. I think there's at least 2, maybe 3 kissing scenes that they do. And so they have you have this whole played up thing of, oh my God, it's 2 guys kissing, because back in 2010, 2011, gay was funny. And I think gay can still be funny, but there's a difference when you're gay and funny because you're an LGBTQ person going, hey, this is my group of people. I know all of the end jokes, and that shit was funny, versus 3 probably straight men playing up the fact that there's 3 straight men having to kiss each other because they're recreating a very poorly well, it's not poor, like it was a very good show, but it like a very poor rendition of you know, all of Shakespeare's play in 2 hours. So I loved that show. It was very good. It probably did not age well. Now that I think about it, there were definitely things that probably didn't age well. I did not put this foot in the right spot, but we're just gonna go with it. Man, I got this upper torso pretty okay. These legs, no man. Messing that up so much. That's okay. That's the point of practicing. Oh. I do have to admit, I very much like this style of practice. It's forcing me to be looser. I can already like automatically see where I'm getting off. And legs are difficult for me because when I learned to do bodies, part of my body stuff or part of my body practice was I had my body to look at. So if I needed to look at, you know, how the hips worked, I could walk into my bathroom, pull down my pants, and sounds weird, not all the way, but you know, see how the body formed. And I have natural hip dips. Well, on any form of art that, like, until recently, hip dips are something that wasn't ever portrayed. So I would put it in and then it would look weird. And I'd be like, I don't understand what's going on. So legs have always been kind of strange for me in that form. Now that I'm older, I understand that. When I was younger, I didn't know. I also didn't know how to like critique my art. I was very lucky in that I had a teacher or a good set of teachers who had great eyes. And I trusted them to look at my art and be like, hey, you need, this is where you need to go now. This is the direction you need to head. And so I trusted them for that clear eye. However, I have to be that person now. And that is a whole nother skill, learning to edit your stuff and be able to take critiques from people, and learning how to tell when you can take a critique or when you should take a critique versus when it's just an opinion and they can have that opinion, you know? This leg looks a little strange. Oh, it's because it's foreshortened. Can I make it smaller? We're going to come in here and make it smaller. Wow. All right, we foreshortened that. And then this is such a cool pose, though. The pose, because I can't really show on here. I don't know if I were to take art from Pinterest and like put it as my underlayer or put it next to things, if I would get any form of violation. So I'm not doing that. But this piece is really cool because the knee comes out over here and then the leg comes out here. And it almost looks like this person's trying to fly while also tripping, which I just find to be funny. And it's a fun pose, if nothing else. Okay, here are the flying arms. This is why I say it looks like it's trying to fly. It's because you got the arms coming in like this. And it's just like, wee! I don't know. Anyways, I would say that those were some pretty decent warm-ups. So I'm going to go over here, hide on stream. We're going to do this. And then I'm going to pull a tarot card. Speaking of which, the goal this time, I don't know if I said this, Ducky, but the goal this time is actually to collaborate with you, if you are up for it. And we kind of come up with the design together, or at least I tried to design what you also have in mind. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. I like the cut. Hey, look, the cut. Oh, by the way, I look like a pumpkin today. I realized that as I was starting stream, because I've got my green hair and my orange shirt, and I'm just the pumpkin lady right before Halloween. And there's my cat. Okay. So, gonna go over here, reopen, new, and then we're gonna show that on stream. Oh, no, hide on stream. La la la. Okay, so there's that. So our card today Like I said, why are you not showing? Oh. Okay, there we go. One of these days I will get it figured out. Or I won't, and I'll just keep making mess ups. That's fine. Makes me human. So Ace of Pentacles. I really like Pentacles. They're the color scheme that they have for Pentacles in this deck is really pretty. So Ace of Pentacles reads something. The hands grasp towards the great disk which rules over the world's material fates. Inner value in everyday world becomes clear. New endeavors, financially and in home life, will prosper. Got a whole bunch of people reaching up. I want to start drawing coins, I think. Maybe I make a coin person. How would I make a coin person? Sounds very interesting. Because I don't know how to represent, like, it's so as the Ace of Pentacles, it's the starting of something new. And Pentacles specifically deals with material realm. Generally finances, but it doesn't have to be that. It can also be just materialistic things. So, you know, this plane's worldly endeavors are starting and there's prosperity. There's no immediate obstacles, but that doesn't mean that obstacles won't occur later down the line, because as it's the first in the section of the cards, there's still a journey to go through in order to meet whatever end. So maybe it's a bride. Ooh, what if I draw a little kid getting money for the first time? I don't know that I've ever drawn a little kid, but we will see. Okay, so we're gonna do circle. I want big bright eyes for the kiddo. Yeah. And yeah, what if I can put, like, have them holding a piggy bank and putting money in it? I like that a lot. And then we could use, there's this really cool tool. So I don't know how much you know about art programs, but in the art world, Clip Art Studio is one of the ones known specifically for being great for creating webtoons and comics and stuff, which means that it sells specifically to people who do that. And the reason it sells so well is it's got a shit ton of made assets, which means I can go over here. Where's my assets? And add sparkles or bloodstains. There's feathers, petals. Like, I can do a whole bunch of stuff to, like, really make this really adorable if I end up with enough time. So I'm going to try really hard to get through just kind of this base sketch and add the little silly things, because I think that would just add to the picture. So we're going to have little kiddo here. And I kind of want them in a big baggy shirt. So like a shirt like this with those big arms. They don't actually look like they're looking down. Fix eyeballs because And then we're going to have the arms. There's going to be a piggy bank with a snoot and ears. There's the thing. Their hand. These fingers are kind of bad, but that's okay. I can fix them in a minute. I'm just trying to get a basic. I didn't do an undersketch. I'm okay with that, but it is a bit odd. Okay, so we've got these big things, the big flappy parts, and then we're gonna have, I want that shirt to be longer. Let me see, just the shorts underneath. That is a tiny leg. There we go. And then some kind of wobbly knees. All right, we are going to move you up. I think I'm also going to shrink them a little bit. Okay. And then we're also going to do that. Now they're less tilted. The poor kiddo, he was just like leaning. All right, we're gonna add another layer. And come up here, we'll do $15. Okay. I have no idea what your hair is gonna look like. I'm on the wrong layer. That's a very childlike hair situation. You can have it really shaggy. I don't like that. Also, I don't like this pin at this level. Okay. Oh. We're going to give them $ eyeballs. No. There we go. And then I kind of like where that's going. They're realizing the value of money. That's what's happening in this picture. I'm drawing the next Wall Street kiddo. I've planned him to be, or planned them, because I really don't have a gender for this, to become the next like Wall Street goon to cause problems when they grow up. Come over here. Gotta zoom out. Nope, I don't like that arm. There we go. And we're going to come over here. Trying to think of like what my first encounter with money was like. Because I started working for money. At 16, I was very lucky in that I was able to use the vehicle my dad had. And I just felt bad for using it. So I specifically got a job so that I could pay for the gas on it. But because I got a job to pay for the gas on it, I didn't use that money to like get myself my own vehicle. No, I think no, I would use their money that I put in gas. It was and my friends and I would actually plan to go to conventions. I first started going with my local library, which was really such a cool experience because I grew up in a town with like 1,000 and something people, and the like my graduating class was 60. I knew everybody. I knew everybody in the grades above me. I knew everybody in the grades below me. I even knew some of the kids in the middle school. So very, very tiny world. And I lived at the local library. Like if I wasn't at school, I wasn't doing theater, I was at the local library, which, there's worse things I could be doing. I don't like those lines. Wasn't doing drugs. Didn't do that until I got into college. Wasn't doing really, like, school was my life. It's actually been in my 20s, one of the hard things is going from being so academically focused to not it, because that's what I did, and I did it very earnestly. I was a good kid. Like goody two shoes kid. I didn't get into trouble because I was so scared of it. Not that I needed to be. The few times that I ever did get in trouble, it wasn't nothing. I think one time because I accidentally wore a spaghetti strap to school, I I had to put on a big t-shirt. That was the extent. Why I was terrified of getting in trouble, I don't know. Well, I do know, but not exactly like extreme topics of conversation. We're gonna come down here and give you a big old t-shirt. I love this little kid. He's so cute. Or they're so cute. I don't know what your gender is, kid. That's too big. I like the little nubbly ones. Whee! Just give you big old shoes. Very, what is that called? Kingdom Hearts Disney shoes. I was also a library kid at the local high school, and I was so angry because somebody else fucked it up. Because senior year, if you were a senior, you were allowed to be in the library when the librarian wasn't there. And somebody fucked it up, and I got so angry about it. It's really funny how livid I was looking back. But things happen. People are people. Ultimately, it didn't change the course of my life. I was still a nerd. Okay. I'm actually really happy with this design. It's super simple, and I'm okay with that. So I actually think I'm gonna add in some flats since this is so simple. Oh, this way. Oops, gotta do it that way. I should bring like water. I drink tea, so I don't dehydrate myself a whole lot, but it's not as good as water. Yeah, I was social when it came to my friends. And like I was technically social in theater, but I was definitely like theater outskirts. Come to find out, I was like kind of living the norm for a technician. I want to give you a blue shirt. No, not like that. That's on the wrong layer. Okay, there you go. Piggyback needs to be pink. My mom's favorite animal. Oh, that's too pink. Favorite animal is actually a pig. I think I want to make you. Nope. I just liked the quiet of the library. Well, of the library at school. The library at my public library was actually quite full of fun and lots to do. Like I helped run the anime club, which was really nice. Really nice to have. And it was very nice to like explore. That should probably be a red. That still doesn't look right. That? No. Should I just color it black? All right, that looks better than any of the other options I was doing. And then I'm going to give you... Oh, he's so cute. I like him. We're going to deal with you. I don't plan on doing like a full color on this one. Okay, that'll work. And then actually do another one for blush. I have come to find that I love putting blush on characters. I find it to be really cute. It also was very intimidating to do because I thought I was going to ruin everything with blush. Probably should make it a little more warm. Come over here. Because see, look at how intense that can go on. It's no wonder I would freak out. I thought I was ruining my art. Also, you can't do this in traditional art. Like, if I was to put blush on a traditional piece, I would have to do the work beforehand rather than what layers allow you to do, which is doing the work after. It was mind-boggling, in all honesty, to learn how to do layers, and I'm still slowly mastering that. A lot of my layer stuff right now is actually me playing, which is what everybody tells you to do. Like, you go to a like a YouTube video and you're like, hey, tell me how to do this layer and what it does exactly. And they're like, play. And I'm like, that's not why I'm here. Please just tell me the information I'm looking for. Okay. And then the cute little knees. Okay. And then he's so cute. Oh my god, I love him. Oh, actually, I can put some right there. Put some right here. There we go. Now he's all blushed up. And I want to see. Get some blending on the edges of those so it's not just a harsh line. There you go. Okay. So he is a cutie. What if come over here and I don't like that. Never mind. Okay. I tried it though. Okay. And now I'm going to do the fun effects. And then it'll probably be stream over. Fun effects. Okay. So we've got sparkles. I want to give them sparkles. Actually, I can also give them a background. New rest here. If I put... Okay, no. I don't want to have to worry about that. Okay, so let me do this, and then I can do we want blue sky or midday sky? whatever it is, it's going to be that. What if I make it green? And then, or a darker green. Let's go with, and then this one is going to be more like a lighter green. And then that one can be like a blue. There we go. And so we're going to come down here. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness, his eyeballs are green because of that. I should probably put white in his eyes. Oh, this is meaning. All right, and we're going to paint all of that a nice bright white so his eyeballs aren't green. Okay. And then come over here. We want to give you stars. You're seeing stars. Woo! I don't know if that's the proper placement of them that I want. Okay. So that kind of screams money to me. And then let's see if there's anything else. I could do soft circles with a blue. I don't know how to use that effectively, I guess. No, that's too. I need it to be lighter, I guess. Whee! I don't know that I like the bubbles. Okay, that's fine. This is fun to play with. What if... No, too high. We'll leave it at that. I don't know. Can I make it bigger? I guess I could. This is very fun. I haven't actually sat down and played with any of these. At least not in a while. Like when I first got this, I played around, obviously, but okay. I didn't ever sit down and like do it this way. Deselect. All right, this is our boy. This is our Ace of Pentacles. Actually, I should be able to put a text box somewhere. Okay, hold on. Frame border. I'm going to put black. Okay. Oh, I'm hiding his knees. Hold on. Let me put it up here then. then we're going to put text. Whoa, that's huge. Kind of center it. Ah, voila. Here's a boy or a person. I keep calling them a boy, but I don't actually know. Yay. I'm very proud of this one. They're very cute. And I think with that, I'm gonna end the stream. So thank you, Ducky. I adore hearing from you every time. I'm glad you do. All right. I will see you. I will probably be doing Thursday unless something happens. So if you're there, I will be happy to see you, Ducky.